I can't help but imagine, like, in my head, like a dude playing guitar, like at the top of a building, and it's like it's like really windy.
Yeah.
You know,
With
it's
like a trench coat on.
yeah.
It is time.
Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Jam. So today we got Master Boot Record with his new album that just came out May 13th called Personal Computer. So Master Boot Record, we've listened to them on the show before, and they are kind of like an avant-garde chiptune death metal band. Okay, so think chiptune, right? And then add death metal, and then think of it like in the classic Mozart style. And it's really, really sick. Were you guys there when we listened to them?
Well, I remember you had a vinyl that you would put on.
Yeah.
And it was super epic. And then we started listening to him on his Bandcamp, and it's just like very epic, like fugal, metal synth stuff. It's very hard to describe, but you will hear exactly what it's like.
Like electronic metal.
Yeah, exactly. And then also that record, that record that you're talking about, it actually is one of the most unique sleeves I've ever had for a record because it looks just like a old school floppy disk drive, and it has like a thing on the top that like you know instead of the memory inside, it's like the vinyl record, so it's like exposed.
Yeah,
it's really, really
sick. It's very cool.
Yeah, so why don't we listen to Master Boot Record and their new song 8086.
Almost sounds like the start to like an 80s karate movie.
Yeah.
Sounds like something serious.
Creeping up.
Okay.
So what do you guys think about it so far?
Holy shit.
It's okay. So it definitely has that like metal. I see what you're saying, like that high energy, just full speed ahead. I liked in the beginning whenever it was like kind of like muted, and then it like I don't know, it went like almost silent, and then just punched you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do wish there was a little more punch. You know what I mean?
It is very like 2D, like the
too
mix of it. You know,
really
Right.
it's like, but it's like I think that's the idea of it because it's almost like you're on a side scroller video game of your choice, you know, and I can't help but imagine like in my head like a dude playing guitar like at the top of a building, and it's like it's like really windy, you know, it's
With like a trench coat on.
yeah, and it's like super epic. It's like Neo from the Matrix playing a guitar, you know, something like that. That is what I see when I hear this.
Absolutely. It's definitely just reminds me of like some of those 80s like B movies.
Yeah, and I just think if that's what he's going for, that's what we got. So
like Rad Racer. Really.
Let's keep listening to the track. I love those guitar keyboard sounds.
Yeah.
They're just so...
I just want that punch to be like more like more.
I hear that.
Yeah.
This is badass. Okay.
I like that transition.
That was fired.
Damn, dude.
It's like 2 songs in one.
That was the boss battle.
Oh yeah. It reminds me of one of those like 1987 metal bands.
Yeah. It's like Iron Maiden, but like 16-bit.
Right.
Like arpeggiator, right?
Yeah, definitely an arpeggiator.
Oh. This is the boss fight. Damn.
That's epic.
It's like lasers shooting everywhere.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of Mega Man like
Yep.
kind of vibes, like that soundtrack.
But more epic. I like that deep dark.
That saw bass.
Oh, nice slow down ending. That's great.
You know, like when I was listening to that, I was getting like the whole feeling that guitar gods give me. You know, it felt like instead of Joe Satriani like shredding on the guitar, it was this guy named Victor Love shredding on the synth.
Yeah.
Right.
It felt like it was going into like that kind of like uncharted territory where it pretty much focuses on one instrument that just goes like absolutely nuts for like extended
Yeah,
long periods
and it's
of
that
time.
synth keyboard. I'm not sure if he programs it or like
He
some
does
of it
it,
or plays it live, because sometimes you can like kind of speed up things like that. And I'm not, saying he does. I wonder because it's so damn fast.
I think that
you know?
he like maybe if he doesn't play it live, he like puts every single note where it has to be. And the reason why I say that is because
Like MIDI, yeah.
I've read an article that he doesn't use automated arpeggiators. Like he's the one that's putting in where it's all gonna go. But maybe he's not doing it like right there, shredding that hard.
Yeah,
which
I
would
just
be
wonder how
crazy.
fast this dude can play in real
but
time.
he might have written it out that way, which is still has like an air of being impressive.
Oh yeah, it's like he's a composer,
Yeah, it was definitely like a composition. And I felt like the beginning of it started off a little slower and it like had more like, I don't want to say like loops, but it felt like a little like repetitive. But then like once we paused it and we started listening again, it went more into like jams where dude was soloing and it was fire.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah, I think that definitely opened the song.
It
up
went
for
less
it.
from like laying down layers to like put the setting and more of just like going ham.
Yeah. And I love it when you're listening and you feel like, I don't know how I'm not like, but like you hear the synth layer on top of the solo, but then in the background you hear the bass layer, and it's just like it's
bottoming
2 songs
out.
in one.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
2 songs in one.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and as far as like what that music's for, which is like, like I said, a side scroller kind of video game style, but maybe a little more towards the death metal. It's just, I think this guy knows what he's doing for his genre set. So,
Yeah.
and I would listen to it if I was in the mood to listen to that kind of music.
I had a complete vision of the boss it was fighting too. It was like one of those blobby bosses that have nothing but like flaming eye of the beholders coming out,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
trying to like, jump around those on the.
And the more you hit it, the more red it gets.
Right,
and
right.
It's like it's like vibrating,
When
What was the name again, Mike?
What
was the name of that?
Master Boot Record. So this
Boot
is the
Record.
song 80686.
That was.
One thing I really like about Master Boot Record is that he's one of those artists that has a super clear definition of exactly what he wants to be in terms of like his style, in terms of like his audio and visual style, right? And so like all the albums he comes in, it has like the same aesthetic and it's like driving the same point home. But the thing is, he still delivers like every album. Like it's, even though it's like the same kind of thing, it sounds so good. So he's one of those artists that doesn't like try and go off the beaten path. He just tries and like carves his own way, you know, like his own specific niche instead of like trying to branch into a million other ones.
What is the live show like? Is the live show?
That's what I'm saying. I bet it's like a total madhouse.
I'm sure he hasn't really done too many large venues
Or it's
yet.
not.
Or like,
Yeah.
I feel like he has a big fan base for this like listening or his listenership, possibly. But I mean, I don't know. But when I looked it up online, a Master Boot Record, when you look it up, is a thing.
Yeah.
So his searchability is kind of tough.
He
Exactly.
goes by Victor Love, right?
But if you go and you can find his music easily, but there's not a lot of other stuff. It's just kind of this. So just
And
I hope to see
speaking of
more.
that, like this album's called Personal Computer, so it's like hard when you Google it for it to come up.
Yeah.
But, I think he's a gem.
It'd be like calling it hard drive or something.
a gem in the rough, and he's great, and can't wait to hear I'm actually going to listen to the rest of the album today. So.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kai here with Galaxy Jams. I hope you enjoyed that React video. If you didn't know, we live stream a music improv show every single Tuesday, and we'd love to have you there. But if you want to hear what we sound like, just give us 30 seconds.